question? There you go.
Kevin, what really clicked for you in that second quarter when you really started to get things rolling?
I just touched the ball more, a little bit more. Shot the ball with confidence. I mean, it's a lot of averages. I missed some good shots in the first quarter. I figure if I take those same type of looks, they'll come back around for me.
Kevin, could you talk to us about what it means to you to reach the 31,000 point mark?
It means a lot. Grateful I'm still here in the league at this age, playing and contributing to a team. Just grateful for that. Having so many great teammates, coaches that, like I said the other day, invested in me and got me better and spent time away from their families and their lives to help me get better at basketball. This is, I know that was their job, but it's still, incredible for them to invest that much into me. So I always, like I said, I think about that more so than anything else. Just a long journey it takes to, stay around the league this long.
31 points for a man. What are you enjoying about playing alongside Twin?
I mean, you just never know what he can do on a nightly basis. He can play point one game, then play under him almost like a center or four-man one game. Then he guard the best shooting guard in the league. Sometimes he guard the best forward. So he could just pretty much do anything. I think tonight we kept it simple and we was able to get whatever we wanted on the offensive side of the ball. And Twin was a huge catalyst to that. So we're gonna need him to be more aggressive and take those shots, take those opportunities even more.
Dylan was back here in Houston tonight. I'm curious, the last couple of years, did you notice from afar the impact he had on this team? Did you hear from guys that hear the impact on his team, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, of course. I think Dylan impacts a young team, a team that's trying to, go from being disrespected throughout the year to a respected group. I think he definitely adds to that when you inject him into your program. But also getting here, you see how many other factors played a part too. It's a real group effort to get the Houston Rockets to where they were the last couple of years. From the coaching staff, whole new coaching staff, new crop of players, a couple veteran players here and there. I think Dylan was definitely a piece. I wouldn't say he was the whole thing. It was the main reason, but he was definitely, it felt like he was a piece of what they were doing here. You can see his impact over there in Phoenix. He's playing aggressive. He's commanding the group. Guys are listening to him. He pretty much stepped up and becoming a leader over there. So, along with him and Book are just become vocal leaders for them. So, he's getting better as a player and more confident as a player, and it's part of it started from here.
Kevin, can you talk about the relationship on the court you're developing with Reed and just the growth that you see in him?
Yeah, I just see somebody who's building confidence every day, who's getting his opportunities and take advantage of it when he gets his name called. Off the bench starter, have 6 assists, 5 rebounds, still, 4 for 11. I know he would hold himself to a higher standard than that, but I still thought he played great ball today. He's just pretty much doing whatever coach needs him to do.
And Kev, you've seen how the game has evolved over time, teams putting up 40, 50 three-pointers, and you guys have become an elite offense, taking 18 in a game. What's it like being a part of that and seeing the way y'all are kind of going against the crowd?
Yeah, I mean, we would definitely love to get up more threes. Don't get me wrong, but I just think if we can get them up, then we got to be more efficient with our looks. We can't take forced, contested, dribble up threes. We just really have to play to our strengths with it, which is, attacking the paint, being bigger than your opponent, and just getting the ball up on the rim. So coach always tells us to attack, and sometimes it may not result in 40 or 50 threes, but the ones we do hit, I think guys are focused in and knocking them down. So 10 for 18, we didn't get a lot up, but we still made more than Phoenix. And they took, 18 more threes in us. So I think guys are focusing in, not forcing shots, not just shooting shots just because that's the name of the game. And we're taking our time.
As a guy who appreciates basketball history, to be in that group, Michael, Will, Reed. Does that make you need more? Do you think about those names as you're, sort of doing?
Yeah, I mean, as you're coming up into the league, you look at these guys as heroes and you put them on pedestals, and you look at their accomplishments as sometimes like unreachable, but then you get on that road to trying to do your thing, and that's how I did since 2009, 2008. I've been focused on trying to be the best player I can be, and they set a standard for each player when they left the league, and I try to live up to that standard. I wouldn't say compete, I'll try to compete with them or overtake them, but guys like Will, Michael, Kobe, I'm missing so many guys. They just set a standard that I try to reach every day, So I didn't look at them as something that was out of my realm, or I just felt like if I locked in and did what I did, I could be mentioned in the same breath as those guys. So that's the confidence I had, but I knew it was gonna be a tough journey. So I got more to do. I'm grateful to still be playing, and hopefully I keep doing this, keep moving up the charts.
Kevin, a lot of people, a lot of entertainers, a lot of athletes, a lot of musical artists. Is there one person that you're looking forward to hearing from, to congratulate you? And also, you talked about the way that the coaches, gave their time to you. But can you also think back to, maybe time coming up playing AAU, playing on the playground, playing in some of these pickup games that you were able to pick up something to get you to this point as well?
Your first question, no, I'm not. I never look for anybody to congratulate me on anything, or I don't expect anything from anybody, put it that way. But I always appreciate the love people show and who reach out and take time out of their day, but I'm not expecting it from them. And when I talk about my coaches, the players, the people that invest in me, I'm not just talking about my NBA journey, but that time before I got here to the NBA, and people who taught me how to play basketball, brought me to those pickup games, let me play against older people. My mom let me be outside till midnight playing ball at the park, stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking about, on top of my NBA journey as well. So yeah, I can just remember walking to the court as a 10, 11-year-old and wanting to play against older, the grown men in the neighborhood, and just wanting to be on the court and wanting to understand what the game was about at an early age, and just grateful for people who sat down and broke it down to me at that age.
Kevin, you may have said that they gave you some kudos in the locker room post-game for your accomplishment. Can you tell us about that, what that was like?
Yeah, they showed me love, and then they faked like they was going to hit me with the water shower. But yeah, you have a coaching staff team that just celebrates every milestone, every small win. It's pretty cool. Ime's been having a coach who played under him in Brooklyn. We built a tight relationship, so it's cool to see him do that.
Ime talked before the game about how unselfish of a player you are, that you're willing to get everybody involved. You had 8 assists in back-to-back games. What does it mean when the star players are willing to get their teammates involved, and how does it help team chemistry on and off the court?
Yeah, I mean, it just builds confidence in everybody. I think my teammates know I can take any shot that I want. I can come down there and shoot 20 shots in a row, and they probably wouldn't complain about it. But in order for them to feel involved and feel like they contributed, we all got to play together. We all got to touch the basketball. We all got to be communicating on the defensive side of the ball. And I know basketball, you can't, some games you might one guy can beat you, but over a long haul of the season, if you want to build a good team, everybody has to contribute. It's something I realized over my time in the league.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.